It's your main man, PBM Louie, and this is the 10K report. To the far left of me, we got my man.
Rico 10 stacks. It ain't easy, but I make it look like it. Talk to me.
To the right of me, we got
your boy Names. I'm bloody lit today.
and we got our special guest.
Hey man, ADG all started great. We in the building. What's good?
ADG, what's up,
yes,
boy?
Sir, yes, sir.
We drum rolling this. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go with the drum rolls. We got my man here. We happy to have him here. We excited to have him here. We had Lil Bro last week. Check out for Lil Bro interview. It drops within the next 6 hours, so pay attention. We live right now. He's live in the studio. You see, he was doing a lot of interviews. ADG was doing a lot of interviews via with a Skype and Zoom and so on and so forth. How I feel to be live with niggas now, bro?
I feel good, man. I feel good, man. We in the flesh. We're giving the people something to look at, something live to look at,
something tangible,
and we still here, so I feel good.
How do you feel like it's been going for the quarantine for you? Like, what's going on with you during the quarantine? We know what the records is, so on and so. I'm talking about your personal life.
Your quarantine saved my life.
How you say that?
Huh? Why did you say that?
You see what's going on, man. We working. So
Right,
the quarantine just put me in a position, man. I think that, for some people it changed them in a certain way, but for me it really opened things up for me. So quarantine got me feeling good.
We want to go back to Snap. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all don't know what Snap is.
Yeah.
We want to jump right into it though. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go crazy. So Snap was a record from 2004, 2005. Well, I'm going to say between 2003, 2005. Yeah. Even him don't really even know the real record. Yeah. And we know that just was one of the first like records that people really know you for hitting the radio, so on and so forth. Back in the days when you had dreads. Yeah. A lot of niggas don't really know with the big stupid glasses on. We all was wearing them back in the day, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? How do you feel from now to then and then the transition from, you know what I mean, from 2005 to 2010s? Like how do you feel? Like what space are you in from that time to that time? From 05 to 2010, bring us there. Stay there. Don't bring us,
got you.
You know what I mean, forward.
I feel good, man. I'm just, start it off by saying that I said,
Good.
Yeah, so I feel good, man. I'm gonna just say that if you could talk about me from 2005 to now, and the first thing you said was that you had a record on the radio in 2005.
That's what's up.
And then the first time my song, this new record I got out right now, Randy Foye played on Hot 97 last night. So
shot the we not stopping that up. We not stopping that up.
That's lit.
That was last night. You heard me? We woke up this morning. We seen it. I said, "Ooh, this was last night, baby." That's ADG. This big. This not ADG. It's big ADG.
Yeah. So I just feel like
add a big in front of that nigga name. Go ahead.
I feel like if you understand the game and you work hard to get to a certain point, and it's like I feel like God put you in a position to where like, yo, I'm gonna give you this now when you really understand it and you can make the most out of it. So
right. Yeah. So you know what it is. Do you feel funny that I knew you for 15 years and now we having these conversations?
Nah.
And I'm an artist as well. Do you feel like it's a right to share the spotlight with a fellow artist, no matter what it is that we're doing?
I feel like if you sharing the spotlight with me too, you know what I mean? I feel like real ones do real things, you feel me? So this is something that I'm inspired to do. I want to have my own network, own studio one day, you know what I mean? Display it to the public. So I feel like we branching off each other and we rubbing shoulders, man. We giving good energy.
Right. So to go back to that time, I'm gonna let my co-host get in. I'm gonna let y'all get in, bro. I know y'all really names.
I know how to speak well, name.
Come on, man. I know you. I know you just as long as this man know you. I know that.
I ain't the dude that's gonna come up and act like I don't know how to talk.
Talk to me. So, like we keeping it from 05 to 2010, then we gonna jump right back to the other years. So we talking about 2005 to 2010.
This is before my time.
Before his time. He was just born. That nigga got them wet naps.
I was 11 years old.
I was young too.
Nigga was in the car seat still.
I was 11. I was playing Pop Warner.
So what was like? When did you graduate? First of all, what was your first passion besides music? Outside of music, this is a 3-part question. What was your first passion besides music? Basketball. Right? Yeah. Where were you in 06 mentally?
Okay.
You feel me? And did you know you was gonna be where you at now?
My passion outside of music always been my first love. Before I ever picked up a basketball, I was rocking with music. I used to take tapes, make tapes, anything that was freestyles come on, I'm taping them, I'm selling them, all that type of stuff. So, but basketball, I ended up playing basketball. I used to run track. I was doping track. I went and played. I went and ran in the Junior Olympics for track. But I got into it. I was the youngest dude on the team. Dudes was messing with me or whatever. I cursed at him. I couldn't run. What I said was a Vogue. I hit him with the SMD. I couldn't run. You feel me? So
I suck my dick for you young niggas. I don't know no better.
I couldn't run. So then after that, I got introduced to basketball. I started balling. I was good in basketball. So then that's what that's what I did. That seemed more realistic to a parent. Like, oh, you gonna play ball? Cool. You trying to do music? I don't really know where that started at. So that was my first love. And the second part of the question was what?
Was where were you in 2005, 2006 mentally?
Mentally, where I was at there was, I was transitioning to wanting to do music the whole time. I had the Snap record. We dropped like 10 bands on it. We dropped 10 bands on it.
That shit was going crazy. Everybody in the look, let me let y'all know this. So I don't even need to cut you off, ADG. Yeah. I'm from a different sector. I'm from Irvington, New Jersey, right? So if the record hit me and niggas I know from East Orange, then you know that shit must have been moving. You know what I mean? But go ahead, finish.
Yeah, so I dropped some bread on it just to get it with the DJs. Get in the DJ.
And how old was you at the time? 18, 19?
I don't know, man.
I was a young boy.
I was like 10.
That nigga had no hair on his face.
But look, so I dropped the bread on the record. The record started getting to all the DJs. DJ pools, people giving me their feedback on it. So I think like Jimmy Henchman had hit me up for a show.
Wow.
And to come out there, I think it was in Atlanta or Florida or something like that. But it was during the season. It was during the basketball season. You know what I mean? So I never went and did the show. I think Jimmy got into all that. He got locked up and all that. But
I remember that.
I was just in a mindset of like, damn, people who really doing something, hitting me, reaching out. So I want to do this music. How can I get to the music to really position myself the way I want to be?
And where were you at in school?
I was in Green Bay. So I was in Green Bay at this point. I might have been in Texas. I don't know. I was in between Texas or Green Bay. So what was going on with me in Texas was I started doing the music with basketball. And of course, the neighborhood D-boy linked up with me. And you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, taking them trips and all that. That's real talk. And we was doing all that, but we was doing music too.
Right.
Then I transitioned and I went to Green Bay and I linked up with Nick Barnett, who's the lead linebacker, who's the starting linebacker for Green Bay Packers.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Damn. Hey, yo, hit that nigga
just
phone.
hit the decline.
Hey, yo, put it on decline and put the airplane mode on.
No, you can't put airplane mode on.
Do not disturb.
Yeah, just leave it. It's gonna pop up.
Airplane mode.
Come on, my nigga.
I'm telling you.
I don't know who that is.
Put on do not disturb.
Airplane mode is where it's at.
What's up? Just define.
I'm telling you, airplane mode is the only way it's gonna rock out.
Nah, go back. Just swipe down. Swipe down.
Nah, from the right side.
The right side.
Go back up. From the
Names.
right side.
Come on, you got the old phone names.
Right there, right up top. You see the airplane?
Nah, the moon.
No, take that. Nah, you just stopped the live, bro.
No, he ain't gonna stop the live. My shit on airplane mode.
I don't got Wi-Fi in here.
You need you need your phone.
I think we alright though. We alright.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
These niggas old as hell.
Whoever got that 44 number, you on some fuck shit.
Chill, you let it be known just that.
So you was still in school. You met with your boy. You was
so
D-boy. Y'all was linking.
Yeah.
You was traveling. You was making plays.
Yeah. Then I end up going to Green Bay.
Green Bay.
So then I end up linking in Green Bay. It's only thing out there is the basketball team,
right?
Green Bay Packers, literally. You know what I'm saying? And they love the Packers. You know what I mean? So
right.
Either they saw me, they like, yo, you play for the Packers? I'm like, nah, I'm out here playing basketball. You know what I mean? Eventually, they knew I was playing basketball.
It made sense for
started,
y'all.
and I linked up with Nick Barnett, and we started making moves like that. He had the in-house studio, all that kind of stuff. So that's when I started learning how to really get in my bag with making my own music and producing my own music. You know what I'm saying? But I also got in the bag of knowing like, damn, somebody rich. You know what I'm saying? But he's a football star. You get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, yo, you rich, you gonna put the bag up, I'm lit. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a football star first. That don't put this bag up. You got access to a top-notch studio every day. You got access to this crib, so you still gotta work. So in the process of everything going on, I learned work ethic.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so in the process of you making music, I wanna not to change the time frame really, but just to look back on a interview we had with Shotgun Suge, he said that it was a couple times y'all was in the studio together and you laying down tracks, putting down flows way ahead of your time.
Yeah.
Like, he said 2-3 years later, a nigga get on that sound just like you, how you sounded before.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? Like,
you know what? You got to think that everybody that gets to somewhere in their career is watching somebody else at first. And I'm not saying, you know what I mean, whether they was watching me, whatever the case may have been, you get what I'm saying? Okay. Somebody else going peep what you doing. Somebody might see your haircut right now. Yo, I want to wear my shit look all right. You know what I mean? And they going to try it. So whether they heard my music or not, you know what I mean? Like just to have that influence, just to be ahead of the time, that's how you know for the future you got something good in hands.
So that's points up on the board for you.
Hell yeah, that's points up on the board. Niggas know. You know what I mean? They probably heard it. They know what it is, man.
Word up. All right, word. So, I mean, Suge specifically said, like, I don't mean to get too spicy, but he specifically said, yo, that Moneybagg Yo flow, that's ADG.
Yeah. A lot of people hit me when Moneybagg Yo got hot, a lot of people hit me. Yo, you got a tape out? Yo, that's you on the radio, whatever the case may be. A lot of people hit me when Moneybagg Yo was getting hot, man. But you know what? It's cool, but it's like, is it? So now this is the part with the growth in the music. Now the Moneybagg Yo flow is dope, but is it a flow that's going to be timeless? And is it going to be timeless? I want to make timeless music, and does it make sense for my story and my background and what I'm doing and where I'm coming from? You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense that you say that too. Yeah. It's clear through your music. You gotta. I feel as though you see your art as a platform. The shit that you talk about, your albums, No Weather, your last album, Godspeed, it was dope.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it as well. Just bumping it. You had a couple records on it. It's kind of like you trying to influence your community and people just like you.
I just want to drop jewels through the music. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you a lesson or give you a jewel where it don't feel like you preaching to me. What I'm trying to put back in the game right now is that I don't want to be gangster. I just want you to be thorough. I come from an era where niggas was thorough. I come from an era where if I'm walking down the street and Louis see me walking down the street and I'm about to get into something I ain't supposed to be into, and he an influence on me, he gonna say, nah, bro, you supposed to play ball. You know what I mean? You do that. You go over there. Nowadays, what's going on is ain't nobody telling the youngins what to do. Ain't nobody telling them like, yo,
no guidance.
Ain't no guidance. You feel me? So I come from thorough times. You feel me? So I'm just trying to put that back in the game.
All right, so let's talk about the Naeem record.
Yeah.
Of a Godspeed.
Yeah.
My first listen, top to bottom, I want to say I felt the most from you on that record right there.
Okay.
Right.
That was, I could tell every part of that story was true, and that's when I really felt like I didn't see you as an artist, like as a street rapper. I saw you as an influence. You feel what I'm saying? Like I could definitely feel as though you have a goal in mind. Where do you see Newark, or where do you see the hood in like 5 years if you was in control?
If I was in control, damn, that's a big question, man. If I was in control, I'm just gonna try to bring some money back into the community, man. That's what I'm saying. So when people see me rapping and they supporting it, I want them to understand that what they support, and you're just not supporting me just rapping, you supporting bringing money back into the community. That's how the community grow. When you in Atlanta, everybody, yo, Atlanta lit. I go out there, have a good time. Everybody lit. You can have your jury on because it's money within the circle. Right. So I got a chain on, Louis got a chain on, Ann's got a chain on, you got a chain on. It's not a big deal. Everybody eating. Right. But where we from, one person got a chain on and everybody hungry. So now when you got that chain on, it's like, yo, what's good with them? You know what I mean? I want to know what's up. And then once we finally do get people in position,
type of money
they end up getting, you know what end up happening to them. Yeah. So I'm just trying to put Newark in a position where money could be spread around and everybody could eat and we could keep doing more things for ourselves.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to get to it though. For sure.
Back
in the day, you had a situation with Lil Durk. What happened with that situation?
As far as what?
Didn't you have like a deal, or you was under the umbrella, or was rocking with him? Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we was rocking. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was doing music. My man had just came home and he liked my music, so he got behind my music.
Right.
And so you get behind the music, you know, we making plays or whatever. And like, yo, man, I want to get you a record with this person and that person.
Okay.
So the person that he wanted was Durk.
Okay.
It was two options. It was Durk or Travis Scott.
Wow.
I said Travis Scott.
Ooh, you had
nothing against Durk.
You was ahead of your game.
I said Travis Scott. So I studied this shit. You know what I'm saying? But my man, street, you hood. You just know Durk got the streets.
Right.
So I ended up doing the Durk record. And me and Durk, like, our bond was never close like that. Like you said, me and Louis chop it up. We can talk, whatever the case may be. I'm from North New Jersey. I'm not going to force a conversation with you if I don't feel as though it's pure or whatever the case may be. He might have, you know, you're in a different place. Who knows? He was new in his career. Who knows how he felt? You know what I mean? You got to start him. You know what I mean? You got to look over your shoulder. Who really rock with me? Who really don't? So we didn't have the best of a relationship. You feel me? We just did a lot of music together.
Okay.
But my man was really his man. You know what I'm saying? My man put him on, helped him get cars, all type of, you know what I mean? All type of shit. And that was that, you know what I mean? Niggas is out here, it's like me being somewhere else. If I'm in Chi-Town, I could run into anything. You know what I mean? Anything could happen.
Right.
He was in Newark, New Jersey. Anything could happen.
Right. They can go down right now.
It could. You know what I mean? We in here right now. I think shit's sweet. Somebody, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. Who knows? But and that's basically what it is, man.
Not to go back on people stealing flows. GL put me onto some shit just now too. How you felt about the Wait a Minute record from Fresher?
Yeah. That record, you know what? That hit me. It was fun. It ain't kill me. It ain't kill me. It just, I looked at it. I'm going to be real with you. When I looked at it, I said, yo, this nigga got damn near the same record as me, and my record came out first. But I also asked myself, all right, I said, I'm doing something right if I got a record that's killing on the radio right now.
Love you, Chuck.
But I put myself in a position, I said, yo, is this the type of career I want to have with one record? Like, wait a minute, and then that's that. You feel me? That's not, you know what I'm saying? So you got to look like, do it make sense for you? Am I me 6'5", 250, whatever? Am I me jumping around? And my song wasn't to jump around. Wait a minute. His was more so. But am I more lyrical? Am I a better artist than what I'm displaying the first time around for somebody who may not have heard me? So it might have been like a blessing in disguise. You feel me? That you know what I mean? He had the success with that record, and then cool.
So I asked Lil Bro the same question. I'm gonna ask you the same question. He was just here. What you think went wrong with the 400 block, and where do you see that you guys could have went? You know what I mean? His answer was he feel like, collectively, niggas got a little taste of fame too early. Like a lot of, Suge started doing the battle rapping. You are who you are. Your records, came out, went crazy. And then the same thing happened with him. He started doing the camera work, so on and so forth. So it wasn't, as good. Hey, my mother just stepped in the building. If y'all don't know, Rhonda's happy birthday. We love you, Ma. Hey, Ma. Hey, happy birthday, Ma. So to go back to what we were saying.
Why we ain't where we need to be.
Why don't we need to be? Yeah.
All right, so you know what I'm gonna say? I don't even think it's about stardom or fame or nothing like that. Cause I'm gonna be real, like we just something different. This just the city in general. You know what I'm saying? This the city in general. Like drip, everything. We just in our own ways, stars. It's just about putting the light on it. You feel me? So on our block, you got to think we birthed a lot of situations. You feel me? But we was in between a tough stage. We was in between a stage of things going more social rather than things being in the street. So we was stuck in the middle stage. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff wasn't out to put your stuff out at that time. So we had
only that Piff really was that shit.
And we had I forget what song. Me and Suge had a song out. Know That.
Yeah, Know That. That was
Know That,
crazy.
yeah.
Right. So I can't look. So Know That had when y'all did the video, y'all had everybody in the city came out.
Yeah.
I came out.
Yeah.
Put my niggas from my side through. I seen niggas from Elizabeth Ave popped up through.
Yeah.
Niggas from the north came through.
Yeah, all type of, you know what I mean?
Before niggas started, you know what I mean?
Really doing that. So we could bring out like
East Orange niggas was there.
Literally, you know what I mean? Like it'd be heavy, but we was in a position to where we didn't benefit from it. So it's like, all right, cool. You got a wave, like, cause you gotta think, bro had a situation before everybody.
Right.
You feel me?
Fact.
So bro had a situation, you gotta think he had a situation with somebody that was getting his own records on radio and doing busting moves. I'm like, bro, if you with him and he getting his own shit on radio, what you about to do? Cool. I got my situation. I'm running around, Snap on the radio. I'm learning shit, whatever. Suge start battle rapping. Big nigga from North talking crazy. What you think gonna happen? Surf get in the mix.
J.A.I. was battle rapping.
J.A.I. was battle rapping. Surf get in the mix. He on 400. A lot of people got birthed from that 400 block page.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what it was. It's like, yo, everybody want to go their certain way. I don't want to battle rap. Suge, you can have that. But I want to do my own thing. I want to get it from this way.
We freestyling at all the battle raps.
Exactly.
All the battle raps, we just growing.
So the vision was different. Now, mind you, one piece that we said in all of this was everybody a rapper.
Fact.
Everybody was a rapper, bro. He had no camera in his hand at the time, so everybody a rapper. So if everybody rapping and everybody rap, who's doing the business and who's positioning things in a certain type of way? So our real problem ain't have really nothing to do with fame, because fame is great. It's about what you're going to take with the fame and how you're going to make that fame work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's really what it was. We ain't had the right structure.
And so it was like you basically like you trying to like y'all could have built the empire. It was just everybody had to play the position. It's
OKC.
Yeah.
When OKC had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. And then look, James Harden coming off the bench.
Words.
And then he go to another team.
Go crazy.
And now he the number one, he's the top player in the NBA.
They named him.
That's just group woes though. I've been in that situation before. Y'all know from the Drum Lords. We had our group woes. Everybody has something going on and everybody's busy. Then everybody want to jump on this record. And then things go left. I mean, it may not be no beef, but your energy is spent on yourself so hard that things kind of dwindle and they fall apart a little bit.
Chuck said when we get in a joint project, Me and ADG spoke 3-4 years ago about a joint project. I know he did one with Suge. I think it'd be a different vibe if me and him and collabed on one.
Just let Names engineer it.
So yeah, come on, that's without a question. So
I definitely got some real, you know what I mean, some real music that I need Louis to jump on, because Louis tell that story from a different angle. Man.
I appreciate that.
You know
bro.
what I mean? From like when the interviews we talk about the stories, how, like what makes me different. So I'm storytelling. But so you got people in the game right now, they telling stories, but some people telling a story they was sitting across the street. Somebody was telling a story they might have, you know what I mean? They was down the street. Some people tell a story from the driver's seat. Some people from the passenger. Me, I feel like I'm in the front of that car. But now I'm telling you the story from this angle.
Right.
From this angle, I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen if you do this. I'm gonna tell you what can happen if you don't do this. I'm gonna tell you it's okay to jump out the car, but it's a certain time you need to jump out the car if you're gonna jump out the car.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna stay in the car, what's gonna happen if you in the car? So I try to get at, and that's something I know my nigga Louis do. Like when I throw Louis on something, Louis so like the shit is so real. Like Louis rhyme, of course, but some people don't even got to rhyme in their raps for you to feel it and really embrace it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
So we definitely gonna lock in.
I always appreciate that.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to ask you about, man. This is a funny one, man. Niggas hit me and told me to ask you this, yo. What's up with the teeth in your mouth, dog? How much you spend? What you going on? How'd you get them? What's up? Some niggas the truth. You know, we gotta have some fun, some jokes right here.
Yeah, and that's why I don't even. Come on, man. You know, y'all niggas, listen.
That shit glow in the dark, man.
That nigga ADG got a different type of bag.
Y'all talk like listen, man, y'all know what's going on, man.
Right.
Cost a couple dollars, man. This ain't no, you can't, this cosmetic work. Ain't no, you got good credit and you got good, what is it called when you, for your job?
Oh, yeah, you got, I know what you mean.
Good insurance and all that. Nah, this ain't no insurance.
Cosmetic, it's not covered by insurance.
But we gonna let that talk for itself. It's like the music. We just let that speak for itself.
I want to go back to it because people don't know all your situations and what places you've been.
Yeah.
I want to shed light on the Bad Boy South situation.
Okay.
What happened with the Bad Boy South situation?
Just put in a position to where I linked up with somebody who sold millions of records, and I thought because he sold millions of records, it meant that he was going to just place me in a position to sell millions of records. You get what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. I learned a lot of game from that. Now another situation where I got a whole studio. I got access to them. You got to think, me and Jacquees in the studio like this every day. How many songs did I do with Jacquees? Not enough. Because I know you got a couple records. Yeah, but not enough. You don't see them coming out right now. You get what I'm saying? Like I was in a mindset of like, yo, man, we got this big studio. Engineer ain't here, whatever the case may be. So now when I look at a Quavo in the studio, who the engineer? Quavo the engineer. He touching the buttons. He playing stuff back. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I should have been doing those things. You feel me?
But we from that different place.
Yeah, we from a different place. We ain't know. So I look at that situation as how plays get made and seeing somebody make things happen. Seeing somebody that was really in tune with his hood, where he from, he still busting moves. So it just taught me how to just boss up. At first, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? I thought it was sweet. I went down and World started shooting a video. I'm lit.
Right, I remember that.
Every day. Nah, this ain't every day. You gotta put that work in. So now when you put yourself in a position and everything don't work out and you gotta start over, you gotta think I had to start over a bunch of times. You feel me?
Right.
And it's like it just make you stronger for the long run.
So let me ask you this question: like, you know, we like we just spoke about. We came up in that in between stage, the 08 to 2011, 12, right? In those eras, it really wasn't much internet going crazy, and it wasn't accessible as it is now. Though we had Instagram, though we had Twitter, we just really learning how to use the shit and what the platform about. So
we know
on
the
so
importance
forth.
of it,
right? With the importance of it. How did that transition your music, or the lack thereof?
It influenced the music, knowing that still you gotta have the streets. Like even right now, you could do internet all day. You could do that all you want. But now, if we talking about Irvington, right? Let's say somebody influential in Irvington, like you say, yo, ADG that. Right. Now you that. Who's going to stamp you from somewhere and make you that? Same thing.
Be tangible.
Yeah, same thing with the internet. Now you could rap for the internet all day, and certain people could rock with you, and you know they in your comments and they showing love. But that's dope because now somebody in your comment, you rock with him? Cool. It's the same thing. It's just now everybody could come to one spot and put it in one space. But now it's just about knowing how to control your approach to the online shit. So that's really what it is. But it's cool, man. Online is good for situations like now. Imagine if we was only outside right now. We wouldn't be able to do nothing.
Right. So what do you see things transitioning from here when you just dropped the new shit on Fader. We see you on Cosmic Cab.
Word,
We
congrats.
see you talking to Randy Foye.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the craziest record out right now when
Appreciate
we transitioning here. So, like, where are you right now mentally? Because we always got to talk about the mental space that actually means something. And then what's the next step? I don't want you to give us too much of what your next promotional steps, and then what's more important, you, the actual music or the promotion, or are they equally important?
The music got to start off as the most important, because
I know he was gonna say that.
because the music is what's gonna put you in position. You know what I'm saying? The music is what's gonna say, yo, 10 years from now, you could go back to him and say, yo, that shit was a classic, and that's whether a nigga blow up or not. That's whether I'll never stop rapping today. It's gonna be facts is facts, and we come from a real place where it's like you ain't got like it's a lot of people from where we from that ain't. They got hood stardom. They may not got big fame, and then you got some people from where we from that got big fame and they don't got the respect. So I want you to respect the music. That's the main thing. But the next steps for me is just, keep working. I'm tunnel vision, locked in. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm locked in to the point where it's just like, yo, it's all about the music. Everything is about the music and positioning myself to be where I need to be in the game, and then to open doors for my city and other people from my city. So that's what it is. And next, man, we come with that SRT. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be summertime.
You was chopping it up with me about that.
It's about to be summertime, yeah.
So let me ask you this question, right? I wanted to ask Suge this. We didn't get a chance to ask Suge this, right? But bro spoke on it a little bit, right? So when y'all was having the problems with what's the fat nigga we just was talking about, bro? What's the fat nigga with the shirt off? Smacklane. And he was saying, you know what I'm saying? He had the little
Never mention my name.
Yeah, I understand that, but Suge your man, so
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it's a
So-
different type of group.
so-
How did you personally feel the situation, and what was you willing to go?
So it's like with the Smacklane situation and
Pay what up, fat.
them
Chad, what up, Chad? Go ahead.
yeah, with them all beefing and all that, you got to understand that it was tough because everybody was kind of intertwined in the situation. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can I say this? Let me break it down. Suge, my mans, Suge get into a situation like Suge. What's Suge's name mentioned?
Yeah, that's what it was mainly about. He was saying Suge wasn't putting on, so on and so forth.
Okay, I don't. You know what I mean? I know the more street side of it. I'm gonna be real with you. The rap side, I wasn't really. I don't. You know what I mean?
I wasn't privy to.
I wasn't really into like, yo, niggas dissing each other, and I'm listening to their raps, and I'm thinking it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But on some street shit occurred out of all of that. And everybody who was involved with it know what it was. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it was outside of them. It came our way too.
Right.
And everybody stand their ground and do whatever they do. But then you got to understand that it's other people that's involved. It's like a segue gate of if you got something going on with somebody and my man's over here got something going on with somebody, but you my man's.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And this my man's. Kind of in the middle of it, but not to the point where, I had to get dirty or nothing like that. Nobody got dirty. It was cool. Now, because you see the people we talking about, they be together now.
They closest friends.
That's how it be though, man.
Right.
I want to go back to the Randy Foye record. I don't want to skip past this because it's a big record.
Okay.
You could do some numbers with it.
Yeah.
How did you how did the feature with Bonita Butcher come about? Like who did you speak to? Because I want you to speak to the people that's trying to get features from these big artists, but the people don't understand how to reach out to them. How did you go about it?
Rapping, man. I really that shit came from rapping. So you got to understand, like, people look at Benny as one of the best rappers in the game right now.
It's a problem.
You get what I'm saying? So it was like I was rapping, and he was like, "Oh, you could rap. Let me hear another one. You could rap. Let me hear another one. Oh, you could rap. Oh, why? You need to do something with my man. Who your man? My man, Bonita Butcher. Okay, cool. So now it's music. You meeting all type of people. Yeah, I'm gonna link you with this person and that.
Right,
okay, okay, cool.
We just talk.
Right.
So I sent a couple records, and he was like, "Yo, I think Randy Foye beat a record." So we sent the record through, and it happened to work out. It was somebody that's been close with him. I got lucky because it's somebody that's been close with him before he ever had fame.
Okay. Right.
That knew he was nice, but just before he had fame, and then and it just worked out for the record. But for people that are trying to do things that are trying to get features, what I'm gonna tell you is like first off, you want to make the contact with the person.
Right.
You get up the manager and all that, but now you get put into manager, you get put on manager time. So if you got an artist that's coming to your city, they in the club, wherever they gonna be at, burn down. You know what I mean? Do your thing in that night to look the way you want to look, and then burn down. Yo, I got this for you. What's up?
Right.
This is business at the end of the day.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I could come on this show today and all the Louis fan base could be looking at me now. They might not have known me before. Now they see me.
Right.
Vice versa. Somebody who know me might not have knew Louis.
Yeah.
So it's business. You get what I'm saying? So come with your business correct, and that's what it is. And look a man in the eye and tell him
you
what
cooked Benny on that record. That's what the AO shout out to Pressure Online too. He got a crazy record out right now.
Was good.
Yeah, so getting to that record. You got the record spun on Hot 97 last night. But how do you feel about the support from the DJs in the area? Because we got a lot of DJs in this area that's on major platforms.
Yeah.
But we not getting that push. How do you feel about the DJs right now?
Well, I'm gonna be real. I didn't get the record spun. The record got spun on its own. That's why I feel so good.
Yeah.
It was organic. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why it's so exciting this time around because it's business. Nothing wrong with doing the business and getting the record spun because this was gonna happen. You're gonna believe in your shit before anybody else do.
For sure.
You gotta think they turned 50 down, they turned Kanye West down.
Right.
I'm talking about people that's in the top of the game when niggas was like, yo, get out of here. You crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it got spun on its own. So that's when I'm like, oh shit, this shit dope. So that was a win. But also in the past, I was angry at DJs. Why you ain't playing this? Why you ain't playing that? Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? But as I think back, as I look into certain things, where was they at in their career? Was they in position to do things? Even now, when people in higher positions to do things, are they really able to do it on the radio?
Payday, what up?
What level of promotion are they doing for people and that they can do? And was my business together at the time too? So if I did get played on the radio and it did go crazy, was I ready for that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was my approach the right way? So that's what it is too. Of course, I want people to support more. We all gotta lift each other up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent out here. Like this is my thing. You don't play nobody on the radio, that's cool, but set something up for people. Set up a show every month. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. A lot of times too, a lot of people from Jersey that's in the game. Come back.
A lot of people from Jersey
You know
never
what I'm
come
saying?
back.
Come back. You feel me? And pick somebody up. Even if you got the young artist who doing crazy numbers and he don't know the game, go talk to him. Tell him what he need to do. All that kind of stuff. So that's what I look at with Jersey and influence.
What do you feel like? What's your responsibility as far as moving the culture forward? You know, we all shakers and movers, but what's your personal responsibility besides outside dropping the music? Because the culture is not just the music; it's the elements within.
Yeah.
What's your responsibility?
Yeah,
now?
just teaching everybody how to boss up, man. Teaching the young kings how to boss up. You know what I mean? Like even when I meet somebody, I still peace, bro. You know what I mean? That's how I'm talking to you. I'm gonna show you the utmost respect because where I'm from and me, I don't deal with disrespect. Right. So I'm gonna give you respect so we don't ever meet on a level of any disrespect. And I want to teach that to the young kids too. Like sometimes when you doing certain shit, it don't make you look like you that nigga. It just make you look like a clown. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to be able to put on, get to their bag, take care of their family, and win, and really do what they want to do. You know what I mean? I spent time doing things that I didn't want to do for a while. Right. How are you going to do what you want to do and still win and still take care of your family? So I just want to push. I want to push that forward and show people you can get out the mud. You might lose this shit.
Right.
It's going to take time. You might lose it, but if you stay consistent and you grind, you could get it.
So I mean, like, with all these trials and tribulations, you rapping, putting out records, trying to get on the radio, meeting different people, getting turned down, maybe not finding your sound the right way. Like, you think that's why you feel as though that's your social responsibility to really give the right game and do the right thing?
My responsibility is to my daughters. That's my only responsibility is to my children. Okay. But in the process of that, I'm gonna give you game in the process because that's just the person I am. Word. And if you catch it, you catch it. But the music got to be right because you might not catch it now. You might catch it 10 years from now. It's people it's old heads told me shit 10 years ago. And I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck out. Now I hear it. It makes sense. Right. So it's like you gonna think back to 6 years ago when somebody tell you something. Ma, you know, you've been giving niggas game for forever. You know what I'm saying? And you might not have got it at that time, but now it's a whole different. I even look at it differently. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
Right.
So also, what I was gonna ask you is like, why my brain just go blank like that? My fault.
It's your waves.
I was gonna say. So I got it. So like, putting out, like, you've been grinding for a long time. Like if I search your name up, I'm getting on Google. I'm getting Google hits from like 2009. They just talked about records that was on the radio in 2005. You've been getting to it for a long time, and I know it's been hard. There's been hardships along the way. You already said at least 3 times how the radio turned you down. How do you push through that?
Nah, it ain't even that. The radio turn you down. Is that you could get on radio, but how do you keep radio going? So I got on radio with Snap. All right, cool. I'm on radio with Snap. Great. It stops. You know what I'm saying? Then I push a record called True Religion. True Religion ain't hit radio, but True Religion was big in the streets. Other places. Right. Cool. Maybe that don't work. Then I drop Talking in Codes and it gets on the radio again. You get what I'm saying?
2016, right?
But the way it gets on the radio, it's a whole bunch of shit involved. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I want to get this on my own. Cool. I could rock with you and make it seem like it's like that, but that's not really the situation. And I don't want to owe nobody nothing. Great. We're gonna do that. Now we back, and I understand. Like you understand, like you took them losses. You feel what I'm saying? You done fought a couple times. You know what I mean? You fought outside. You won. Niggas ain't saying you won because you from another hood. And you fought another nigga. It was a good fight. Niggas saying you lost because whatever the case may be. But now when you walk into the ring, you're like, I've been here before. I done did this shit before. What's up? You even the way you talk to people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't disrespect, but it's like, yo, are we doing business? Are we working? What we doing?
At what point did you hit that level of clarity so that you could move the right way?
When I locked in with the music, man, when I put everything into the music and I know the music was good and I went back and you know what I mean? When I'm dropping more bread to mix the record than I did to make the record. You know what I'm saying? When I got to go back and buy the beat and then I got to, it's stuff like that. You know what I mean? When you take everything you got and you put it into your music, see, a lot of times you could run around and it could look good because you can have a pocket full of money, got some music out, look good, you got a nice car, whatever the case may be, but you ain't really pushing, but you look good to the average person. Yo, you winning, you know what I mean? Oh, he doing this thing. But I got to the point where like, yo, I don't got nothing. I'm put everything into this music. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about buying nothing. I don't care about none of that. And that should have come back.
It took a level of humility too, though.
It takes a level of humility. And everybody you talk to, they all been there at some point. You feel me? Even the biggest D-boy done lost it and got it back. The biggest rapper you done seen was eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and all that. You know what I'm saying? To make it to where they trying to be. Everybody, basketball, anybody in their career that did something. Bezos, you see his office, you see that shit on the gram, where they show what his office was. Everybody been in that position. So until you ready to take everything you got and put it fully into the music, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get to where you're supposed to.
And let me ask you this question, yo. So from your first project, what we just talking about, was a perception is reality. To this project to now, what was the transition as far as sound goes? That's what I'm talking about. Like, what was I know what music you was making back then. I know what you're making now.
Yeah.
Does it feel more complete now? The actual projects. You know what? You had like 2 projects in between, right?
So I had Perception is Reality. I had
not including the projects with Suge.
All right, so I had Perception is Reality, and I had
you had the shit with 973 did with the Suge. That was
yeah. So I got Perception is Reality. I had another project called Rare Form.
Yeah.
So where I was making all these turn up records, and I wanted to eat the shit. Like my whole mind, like, I'm gonna go crazy in the streets because I knew what it could do. I don't know if that came before. I think that came before me and Suge.
Right.
But I seen it already because when me and Suge put out EWR, that shit had the streets.
Yeah.
That shit went crazy.
That shit was stupid.
It was stupid. So I had that, and then I had I got Real Goldie. Then I got Godspeed. But the only thing that came out on anything was Real Goldie and Godspeed. Perception is Reality was in the streets, and then EWR, we put that on like SoundCloud or something like that. We ain't never go eat, but it really had the streets. But the difference with the music was the confidence. So Perception is Reality, I was still rapping. But it's like it's the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like how confident am I in these raps? I felt confident, but now I could tell it's more confident. You know what I'm saying? How much tapped in am I to my sound? You get what I'm saying? So even those raps now, I could rap them again right now, and you'd be like, damn, yo, shit. You know what I mean? It sound better now. You've been through shit, grown man time. So yeah, I'd seen a vision, but it's like taking it and really grasping it. You know what I mean? And saying I'm gonna go in.
Now I'm about to get personal with you. Like I know you got children.
We ain't personal yet.
Nah, we getting even deeper. So this is about something that's a little closer to your heart. Like, you know what I mean? How was the transition? I know you got, you know what I mean, children in different states. So and you know what I mean, other women that you're dealing with. You dealing with the music. You having to I guess get a 9 to 5 or be outside on the streets and still deal with the music. How is that situation like? How has that grown you? And was it a struggle? You know what I mean? Like, what was like that deep shit people really want to know, that the 9 to 5 is the niggas that actually, you know what I mean?
How you gonna balance everything?
Balance, just life.
So, and that's what it is. So, how you gonna balance everything? Sometimes I had a job, sometimes I didn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? But, all right, if I'm working a 9 to 5, and then I got from 5 to 9 to do whatever I need to do before work start. Like, I got to grind. So, in that in between time of me grinding, you know what I mean? It made people have a lot of respect for me. If you see me at work at 5 o'clock, walking out, whatever I got on, my attire, and then you see me at 6, and I'm in the studio, I'm working, I'm grinding, and then you see me back again the next morning, and it's like, yo, I'm doing this.
Taking your kids to school.
Yeah, taking your kids to school, doing, like, some niggas gonna hate, some niggas not gonna understand, but you gotta have a certain mindset to do that. Sometimes with you, you be doing something with your kids, and I send a comment. I comment on the music. I see you doing something with kids, like, damn, yo, this nigga. a beast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so that's the way I look at it. It's like, yo, how am I going to put myself in position to make everything work at a time? Because you could do music all day, but if you ain't making the money you need to make off music to pay your bills, what your kids going to eat? You get what I'm saying?
So if you was to die today, God forbid, and your daughters, what's one thing you want them to know?
Daddy was running around trying to get this bag up for them, so they could, you know what I mean, so they can invest, so they can have some money just waiting for them. Know what I mean, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Daddy running around trying to make this shit happen, even when it ain't cool. It ain't always cool. Right. It ain't. You know what I mean? This shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? Like it's cool when shit popping, but when it ain't popping, when you put something up and you feel like nobody ain't rocking with it, that's when it may not feel as cool. But for you still got to understand that. But this is another thing that I want to tell artists, entrepreneurs, whatever. My brand, let's say I got North Weather on right now. I put up a North Weather hoodie. It may get 20 comments. Yo, I need that. No money. I may put it up. It should get 3 likes and no comments. And I sold 20 hoodies. Right. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta be confident in your own shit and grind. You get what I'm saying? Because
the growth of it.
Yeah, and you know what it is. Right. You know what's at the
because I know being an artist. You know what I mean. And I'm having my own personal issues with my lady, so on and so forth. What do you feel like your responsibility is in the household doing what we doing? Because it's times, and I'm going to keep it real with you, times where I'm going broke.
Yeah, hell yeah. We just talked about that.
Because we putting it all into the music, and then we still got responsibilities at the house. Yeah. How do you boggle all that, jumble all that, and just actually live through that? And then some women gonna leave. I done had women left me. And, you know what I mean? So on and so forth. How did you get through these past 5 to 7 years dealing with that? Is it the person that's next to you, or was it the people before, or is it a certain level of woman that you choose to be with? You know what I'm saying?
I got a good my mom, man. I think my mother is.
His mother, an amazing person, bro. She really out here too.
Yeah,
she a big dog. I love her.
My mother be like, my mother, she the person that tell you, yo, you could really be whatever you want. Right. But she's still on your ass. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, even last night, like, yo, radio. Like, this the first time she ever said something about the radio, and like, she like, not that she didn't rock with it before, but it's like, oh, like, she said it. Like, oh, you was on the radio. I heard it. Before, it was like, you on the radio? Like, like, I've been rapping, I'm shooting videos in front of the house, all that, like, but so it keep you on your toes. You feel what I'm saying? Like even with the basketball shit, like she didn't have to pay no money for me to go to school. Right. But it's just like, still on your ass. Right, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So just having that and just knowing that, like I even thank her for the music, because that's what it was in my house. Waking up Saturday, Sunday mornings, music blasting, whatever the case may be. So you know that's the situation. But as far as the lady in your house, how is your lady supporting you? How is your lady helping you push your dreams? Are you able to tell your lady that you broke? If you can't tell your lady you broke, you know what I'm saying? What type of lady you got? Evidently, you figured it out and you went to the next step because you found that right one. You feel me? So that's what it's about. Like somebody that's gonna help elevate you. Like that fab shit that you make me better. That shit got to be real. Right. If that's not real, if the foundation ain't strong, then it ain't gonna stand up. So that's really what it is for me.
Well, all right, it's about that time.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready. You ready, man? You ready?
We need you.
He said, what we doing?
I know you don't know this segment.
Hey, what's the... Hey, listen.
You talking about...
I got to say something for this all. Listen, you're going to be on the hot seat about 5, 6, 7. As soon as you think it's over, it's something else. Niggas like, you ready? You ready? I'm like, I'm ready. I thought I went through it.
It's that time. Go ahead. Start on ask them names. Tell them what the segment is. We doing the top.
We need to know who's your top 5. I like 5. I don't like 10. 10 is too much.
Let's be honest.
There's a lot of niggas in the city.
Top 5.
And not including yourself.
Not including yourself in the city. Jersey or just North. You can go North. But I want to do whole Jersey because I love the whole Jersey.
And what's the second half of it?
And then the second half is
the guys that need improvement.
Niggas that need improvement. The ones that
we need honesty.
That's rapping their heart out, but it's still sounding the same every record.
Yo. Shit don't. Yo, all right, listen.
We need at least one, too.
Listen, you could Euro step niggas, though. This is what I'm saying. Like, no, for real.
Here we go with the bullshit, the political ADG. We don't want to hear that.
No, I'm saying.
Big, you said your name is big in front of ADG now, right?
Listen.
We want to hear big ADG speak.
I'm gonna give you a whole.
That nigga 6'6". Y'all remember that, too.
I'm gonna give y'all a real breakdown. It's been lists that came out that I wasn't on.
Yeah.
And look,
not in 10,000 hours the network, though.
Yeah, of course.
There's other artists.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Right.
But it's like, and then those same people yo, you know what I'm saying? So you could Euro step. I remember Fetty first came out. Nobody knew who Fetty was.
At all.
He was like, yo, look crazy.
Yeah,
One eye. Well, who is he? Song shit. What is this? Euro step. Out of here. So we could do shit. Me.
Take yourself out of it.
Take myself out of it.
Just your favorite. People
My
that you
favorite. My people I like to listen to.
Tell your father that you like.
Suge. I like listening to Suge a lot.
No order.
Yeah, this ain't no order. I can't put it. That'd be killing me trying to put the shit in order.
Right.
Too hard. Like, damn, yo. Damn. It's tough, man. It's tough. I'll be funny and give y'all all kids and walk out of here.
Don't give us,
you know what I mean?
Give us the babies.
All the young.
We
really,
fuck with bundles in them. But come on, we gotta be for real.
Um,
No disrespect to y'all. We know y'all up next.
Damn. Who I'm listening to, man? I don't know, man. That's a tough question, man. Damn. Let me. You know, no. You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh, wow.
Let's continue.
6'4" on the live.
Let's continue.
Chad B said that you deserve it.
Appreciate
Look,
y'all.
he gonna look. I need y'all niggas to hit this nigga. He not gonna give it to us right now. We need top 5.
So
look, listen to me. We gonna skip. We gonna skip. I see what type of time you want already. You want some bullshit.
What they say?
So look,
ho out
you
here.
ho
out here.
So look. Do you think today, Talking in Codes is your biggest record ever? What record? Talking in Codes.
It had the potential to be the biggest record ever. You know what I'm saying? It had potential to be the biggest. The biggest record now is Randy Foye that I had.
You think it's bigger than Talking in Codes?
It's bigger than Look what it's doing. We talking numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Talking
We ain't look. We could talk about, you know,
feeling.
Yeah, we could talk about all that stamp you had.
No, you know what? Let me look. I call ADG. Look. Let me. The night the record came out, he like, yo, I got a new record. It ain't touching any stream platform. I'm gonna let you hear, bro. This is my guy. Like house, we had the houses together, like kids. You know, this my guy. So he's like, yo, I'm listening to the record. I listened to the record. I said, yo, bro. I called him. I had to call him back. Yo, this record right here, like it's like. I never heard a record like this. This is your record. This is you. This is like life changing. This is something different. You know what I mean? And then we used to be washing GL up on records. When you used to do records with GL, you used to be washing up on records. They said you washed me one or 2 times on the record. You washed Payday. You know what I mean? But I watched you on one of the records before too. You know what I mean? So we had these times. So to go back to Talking in Codes, we just had that competitive spirit when we used to hear shit and we listened to this joint. I'm like, God damn. This album, I always tell ADG every time I speak to him, like, yo, you one of the best artists in the state, maybe in the country, because I really fuck with it, right?
That's why I don't care about the list. Not to cut you off.
Right.
Because look, I swear to God, when people be like, yo, list of Jersey, whatever, and
they had ADG in front of me on the top 50. I told him, I hit him. I said, yo, they got the list fucked up. You got it wrong.
But my list,
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking, with my list, I swear to, like, I feel like, I should be in a all everywhere list. So I don't look at it like when people like, even when, don't get me wrong, you take any press you could get, you take your press and you run with it and you do whatever you do with it. But my mindset really is like, yo, I'm trying to be on the top list of all music, period. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I tell everybody like, yo, you can have that year to where you jump over everybody and that can happen for you. So that's really the goal for me and shit.
Right. Well, once again, this is the 10K report. We got big ADG up. Shout out all your social media platforms.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that list to y'all too, man. I'm gonna really think. I'm a thinker. Look,
I know PBM Louis up there, so I don't even want to hear that.
I'm a thinker.
I just dropped Divorce this year, you know what I mean? And I dropped It's the Season. None of these niggas better than me. I fuck with that nigga new album. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's not Divorce though. I'm just keeping it G. But I was saying though, like, say all your platforms, everything that you got going, so that people could touch you, can fuck with you right now.
Yeah, man. Just follow me, man. Everything is the same handle. Allstar Great. ALLSTARRDA Great. Everything is Allstar Great. Follow me on there. Right, got my video out right now. Randy Foye featuring Bonita Butcher. That's all over YouTube. Go check that out. And on all streaming platforms, you got Godspeed. Go tap into Godspeed. Go tap into Real Goaty, man, and really understand what's going on.
Well, this is the 10K report. We out.
We out.
On the network.